Hi everyone, lecture 5, module introduction to output stage and power amplifier. Let's have an introduction about the power amplifiers. So there are basically one can classify amplifiers broadly as a small signal amplifiers and a large signal amplifiers. So usually when we say amplifier, we usually refer it to a small signal amplifiers. Then small signal amplifier refers to an amplifiers wherein input voltage is in terms of milli or microvolts and output is in terms of volts. Means amplification is done on a small signal input. And the main factors of small signal amplifiers to be considered is amplification, linearity, change in the output for the change in the input, then gain, right, amount by which the amplification is done. Secondly, the large signal, or we call it as a power amplifiers, it handles relatively a large voltage signals or current. The main factors of these large signal or power amplifiers are efficiency. We usually call it as a power efficiency. Then maximum power handling capacity or capability. Sometimes we also consider power dissipation is also very important factor for a large signal amplifiers. Impedance matching to the output device. Impedance matching is very much essential in power amplifiers. So let's see the classification of output stages. So power amplifiers are classified as class A power amplifier, class B, class AB, class C and class D power amplifiers. So there are 5 classifications as we can see here. These classification is made based on the position of quiescent point or operating point on the DC load line. So where exactly we are going to place Q point on the DC load line for amplification. So based on that, the classifications are made. First, class A, the Q point you can see here, the Q point is placed at the middle of the DC load line, exactly at the middle of the DC load line in the output characteristics. So that is done through biasing, of course. And if it is the case, then amplification what you get in class A is 360 degree at the output for a given input. So in class B power amplifier, the Q point is placed at the cutoff, that is in the x-axis. So for a given input, full 360 degree input signal, we get only 180 degree output because it is at the cutoff. Negative cycle transistor won't conduct, so you definitely get only off cycle of the output. So this is class B. Then class AB, it is a compromise between class A and class B, right? So class A gives 360 degree output, complete faithful amplification. Class B, it gives 180 degree output. So if you are gonna place Q point such that it is neither middle of the DC load line or nor at the cutoff, right? Cutoff point. So if you place Q point in between midpoint and a cutoff, then you are able to achieve an amplification where you get output in the range of 180 degree to 360 degree, right? And class C, so Q point is placed below the cutoff, right? So it is in more off condition, right? It is already off and it is more off condition. That means you need more energy to make the transistor to turn on, right? So means output what you get is less than 180 degree. So this is class C power amplifier. And class D, it is used for a digital signals amplification, right? So we will not really concentrate more about this class E and class D. So we concentrate on class A, B and AB further. So major parameter or factor which we need to consider in this is power efficiency. and it is the ratio of output power to the input power, right? And uh, the efficiency of these amplifiers increases when you go across different types of amplifiers here. Class A is having less efficiency, class B is better than class AB is better than class B, class C is better than class A, and so on, right? So this is the order, right, top to bottom, where efficiency increases, right? So let's move on to the next one. Class A output stage. In brief, as I said, you get complete output for a class A output stage, means class A power amplifier. You get complete output at the circuit output. Now I said one should place the Q point exactly at the middle. See, middle, it is there in the middle on the DC load line. This is VC versus IC output characteristics curve, where you have a DC load line and Q point is placed at the middle. So because of this, you are going to get a faithful amplification, means get complete output, 360-degree output voltage. Alright, so this is how it is. Remember that the DC load line indicates the maximum and minimum limits set by the DC power supply. Of course, the Q point is placed based on the biasing also. Ultimately this cutoff point and this saturation points, all are set by the DC bias. So class B, as we discussed earlier, it gives you 180-degree output. Why? Because you can see Q point is placed at the cutoff, not in the middle. It is at the cutoff now. Now this is the baseline for the input, right? Now if you apply any input signal here, okay, you get only one output, one cycle of the output. Other cycle transistor will be in off condition. If you get negative cycle input, output should be negative, right, or 180-degree phase. It depends upon the circuit what you have, but ultimately for one cycle you get output, no problem. But for another cycle of the input, transistor will be in off state because Q point is at the cutoff, right? So only you get one portion of the input signal, one half cycle of the input signal, other half you won't get, right? This type of amplifier is class B power amplifier. Now class AB, you can see, as I said earlier, now this Q point is neither at the middle or nor at the cutoff, right? It is in between middle and cutoff, right? Somewhere you can place. You can place here also. You can place here also. Really doesn't matter, right? So this type of amplifier is a class B amplifier, class AB amplifier, right? And here output signal, it is something like, let me show you, right? It is something like, say for example, this is an input signal what you apply, okay. What output you get is, you might get something like this, no problem, no issues, right? But when you this is for a positive input signal, you get positive amplified output voltage. For a negative input signal, you will get something like this, right? This is the reference, sorry, right? So this is the reference, okay, and this is where it's going to clip off. At output voltage you won't get complete output voltage. For a negative cycle you get clipped portion, and this depends upon the input voltage what you apply, right? If the input voltage is smaller than what we have here, if the voltage is very small, then you get output voltage something like this, where you get a complete 360-degree output, right? So based on the need, one going to choose class A, class B, and class AB power amplifiers, right? Okay. Now class C, as we discussed earlier, see, it is below the cutoff. This is the cutoff point, right? And Q point is placed below the cutoff, means you're going to make your transistor in a more off condition. You're going to bias the transistor so that it will be in the more off condition, right? so that you need more energy to turn on initially, right? So in this scenario, let me draw you some waveform for a, if this is an input signal, so output is something like this. I'm going to draw somewhere here, right, with respect to this point, okay. Now initially, if input is applied something like this, output is 0, because your transistor need some energy, initial energy, to make transistor to turn on, right? So input you need to apply such that transistor will go to on state first, right? When it goes to on state, then your output starts producing, right? Where it should be something like this, but because of this Q point, you want to get only this portion, something like this, okay, right? And for a negative, it is almost impossible case, no negative signal, it is 0, right? So this is class C output stage, right? We will discuss, okay, that's it. Thank you.